For lesson number 4, I will teach the past simple on 6th grade. Throughout this lesson, the students will be able to recognize the structure of past simple. I will use the PPP method, also known as presentation, practice, and production method. The PPP method provides the steps for a well-learned lesson. First, presenting the lesson to the students, then reinforce it by practicing, and finally, it allows the students to incorporate the lesson learned and use it in their personal context. I choose this method personally because the past simple is a grammatical structure that requires attention as other as simple present, future. So this method helped me to teach better the students the structure. Okay, let's continue. The group work allows the students to share ideas and opinions for a better insight of the lesson. Also, it promotes the teamwork among the students and it helps to do a peer assessment. On the other hand, the individual work allows the students to expose their own concept of the lesson. I will use the board because it's an essential material in a classroom for teaching lesson. And the worksheet, I will use it as a self-assessment and not as an evaluation. Remember that we don't want to scare our students that all worksheet as is qualified or graded. So it's a test for themselves. Okay, I will start the class greeting the students and then I will tell them my journey to the school as today I woke up at 5 a.m. Then I had breakfast at 5:30. Later, I took the bus at 6 a.m. And finally, I arrived to school at 6:30. Now, I will present the lesson, writing it on the board. I will make an example of the past simple and explain how it works, its structure, conjugation, and another example so be clear, you want to be as most clear as possible, right? Then I will make some exercise in which the student will practice the lesson learned. For example, I will make an exercise in which the student has to fill the blank using the past simple. For a better understanding, I will work with the students on the book Backpack 6 on page 6, exercise 7 and 8. I remember that I will make them to open to me of their daily activities, but using the past simple. For example, they will try to say, I woke up at 6:30. I had breakfast at 6 o'clock. I took the bus at 7 o'clock. I don't know, it's their own life. Let's continue. Also, the students will work alone on a worksheet in which they will fill the blanks using the past simple. Something simple like that. It's used as a reinforcement for them. To ensure that the student has learned the lesson during the class, I will pick a student and give him an example in present, and he has to change into past. For example, I I play video games at 4 o'clock, and he has to say I play video games at 4 o'clock. I eat dinner at 1 o'clock. I ate dinner at 1 o'clock. I go to bed at 7 o'clock and he has to reply, I went to bed at 7 o'clock, for as an example. Finally, until the class is done, the student will work on page 7 on exercise 7. And again, I will try to remember that this is not as a world class because the past simple, as I previously mentioned, is something important, and this is not all. I will try to continue in more classes to reinforce it. And, and by the end of the class, I will say goodbye to the student.